Hello students. Now very important program. I'm going to discuss just now Pronic number through a Java program. Alright. But before moving ahead, I want you all to subscribe my channel and press subscribe button. Please don't forget to press the bell icon for the future videos notifications. Now, first thing I must tell you that Pronic number is also known as rectangular number, oblong numbers, or heteromesic number. Alright, I hope my pronunciation is right for the heteromesic number. So if any of these names are being used for any program, that means they are talking about Pronic numbers. Alright, let's see the program. It's been in the ICSE exam also, so that way it's quite important. Write a program to input a number and check and print whether it is a Pronic number or not. Pronic number is the number which is the product of two consecutive integers. Two consecutive integers. Alright, suppose I say 0 into 1. Alright, so we get 0. So it's a Pronic number. Similarly, 1 into 2. So 1 and 2 consecutive numbers, and we are getting 2, so 2 is a Pronic number. Similarly, some examples are there. 3 into 4, 12, 4 into 5, 20, 6 into 7, 42. So these numbers, like what's written there, 12, 20, 42, or these all are Pronic numbers. Alright. Now some other examples: 0, 2, 6, 12, 20, 30, 42, 56, 72, etc. An example has been written again here: 3 into 4 equal to 12. So consecutive numbers we have to find. So it's a very simple process, students, because we have to repeat the process. Repeat the process means a repetition of having the product of consecutive numbers. So that means we need a loop. Second thing, when we find two consecutive numbers product equal to the number, at that time we don't have to move ahead, we have to just stop the loop and come out of the loop. This is very, very important. First thing I said, repeat loop, and inside that you have to check that if the product of two consecutive numbers is giving that number which the user has entered, that means you have to stop over there. Alright, first part of the program, first thing is we have to have the package util which has got a scanner class. This is for the input from the user during the runtime of the program. So we write import java.util.scanner. So import is a keyword which helps us in importing the packages to our program, and then we have got a class definition as usual, public class Pronic. If you don't want to write public, no problem, you can just write class Pronic. After that we start the main function, public static void main string args, and this is the area where we will be having entire logic of the program. Now first thing, we have to input the number, but before that we have to make the object of the scanner class. Alright, because that's important for the input through the keyboard during the runtime of the program. Now system.out.print input a number, that is a message to the user to enter the number. And now variable n, int type, so int n equal to sc. Sc is the object, you can notice over there, the scanner sc equal to new scanner system.n. So sc is the object. That object of a scanner class is being used with the next int function. So through that the value will be entered and stored in the variable n. Okay, so that was the class definition and the main function with the declaration of the variable and then input of the variable. Alright, and don't forget to make the object of the scanner class. Okay, and for scanner class you need to import the util package which is inside the Java, and be specific, so you will write import java.util.scanner. Okay, scanner is a class, you can notice there S was capital. Now we have got a loop here. This loop, as I told you, that we have to check the consecutive numbers, so no need to go to up to number, just 0 to less than n. So int I equal to 0, I less than n, and increase I with 1, because every time I have to find a new number which is the next one, so we have to just check the product of two consecutive numbers in the loop. So we write here, if I asterisk is meant for multiplication, that is a product, I plus 1 means I is, if I is the number, then its next number will be I plus 1, so that's why the product of I and I plus 1 has been taken here. So if the result is equal to the n is the number which the user has entered, so that means we have taken a variable here r to store the result of this. So r equal to 1, and simply terminate the loop, because the number has been found, we have to come out of the loop. If r equals to 1, then we have to simply give a message that n is Pronic number. Otherwise, system.out.println n not a Pronic number, so it will give a message with the number, not n, okay, with that number which the user has entered stored in the n, with a message not a Pronic number. It's a very simple program. I hope everybody has understood it well. Now we are coming to the program that is having as usual import statement, then Pronic, class Pronic is there, then public static void main, then we create the scanners object, then we input the number, and after that we have the input for the number, then r variable has been initialized with 0, which will store the result, whether it is means either 1 or 0. If the number is Pronic, so it will be having 1. If it is having 0, that means number is not Pronic. Alright, now we check the loop, same loop which we have discussed earlier. So int I equal to 0, I less than n, semicolon I plus plus. So here we have the loop which loop variable which begins with 0 and moves up to less than n, and every time it will be increased by 1. Reason I have already told you, to get the consecutive numbers. Now if I asterisk I plus 1 equal to n, so then the result of the r will be 1, and we use the break statement here to terminate the loop. Otherwise loop will continue up to less than n. Okay, and finally when we come out of the loop, and if r contains 1, so it's a Pronic number, n is Pronic number. Otherwise else part, the control will go to the else part, system.out.println and not a Pronic number. Now that this time it will show the number that it is not a Pronic number. Okay, I hope everybody has understood it well. Thanks for watching the video. Please do subscribe my channel, press subscribe button.